that is an issue. Good morning, guys. It is Monday morning, and before I recorded this a couple of times, and I realized I had plums in all my teeth because I've been eating red plum this morning because I'm still having some tummy issues, so I'm hoping that they will kind of calm down. So we'll see, but I'm gonna see a dietitian a little bit later today, so hopefully she can help me with some ideas of food to kind of counteract my medications. Like, I don't want to eat other medication to counteract the medication. I'm already doing that with my cortisone, or for my cortisone, so preferably not. Yeah. So I started this morning in the sofa doing some cross stitching. I cross stitched for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, something there. It's now 7:16. I've been up since 5, but I have to leave in about half an hour. I'm gonna have to stop doing stuff in about 15 to 20 minutes, because then I have to get dressed and all of those things, pack my bags, because it's Qigong morning. I actually really like that it is on a Monday morning at 8:30, because it kind of prepares you for the week ahead pretty good. I really like it because it's very soothing for me. Like, mentally, I don't get stressed. I'm just like, oh, this is so nice. So yeah, and then afterwards, when that is done, I'm gonna wait for like 45 minutes, and then it's time for me to go to the dietitian at the same place, so I don't have to jump around today, and I should be back home by 12, so that is also really nice. But yeah, I am a little bit amazed about how fast my body is transforming with all of the physio and everything. I put my training bra this morning, and I looked in the mirror, and I can see so big changes in my body, and I have lost 3 kilos. I am guessing that when I'm eating now, but I think I probably go up half a kilo or something when my body is full of food again, because right now it isn't. I don't think, anyhow. I have a hard time eating, but so I think I will not be as low as I am right now, but we'll see. But the weight loss isn't the important thing. The important thing is how your body transforms. Like, I have been this weight before, and my body didn't look this good at all. I'm super pumped and excited, and like, I just want to go train again to continue this kind of transformation that is going on. One big issue that I have had is that I have had this big flaps on my back, and like, I had a perception that it was a thing you got when you got overweight, but that it usually came when you're like 90 or 80, 90, maybe 100 kilos. And I've been having them like really big ones for the past couple of months, half year, something like that. And they with my weight gain, they just got worse. I actually looked it up around the same time at the start of the physio. Apparently most of those flaps has actually not so much to do with your weight, but more with not having the muscularity in your back. So you only need to train your back, and they will go away, and they are starting to go away, which makes me super happy because they are being very uncomfortable. And this is a thing. I actually talked with a physiotherapist a couple of years ago about them, because I've been having issue that when I pull back my shoulders all the way back, I get this like cinch between those two flaps, which is very uncomfortable. So I was talking with her then about it, and she didn't mention in any shape and form that it would be muscular and that I needed to train my back. Like, had anyone there told me that I should train and helped me show me how to do and get me a kickstart on it, then I wouldn't have these problems today. Meh. But yeah, they're getting better. I'm getting better. My body is really changing. And I'm like, this body that I have today, even though it's long away from where I want to be, I can go out in a bikini in this. It's not a beautiful body, but I can accept this. It's not a problem. I had a hard time accepting what I had a couple of weeks ago, but this is totally okay. We can live with this. We can work with this. So yeah. Anyhow, I now only have like 15-20 minutes left. Something, I don't know. But I thought I'd sit down and do some editing. I did end up moving my gaming computer a little while. I'm going to put it back, but I really felt like I wanted to be able to edit all the videos like this because I have so many to edit and this is more comfortable. And also I wanted to play with Illustrator a little bit. I do have like breathes when I can sit down and do a little thing, and then I have to go back and sit in the sofa or do something else. Like when I was in the emergency room, I had to alter sitting and walking for 10 hours because my back is just not happy. But I really, honestly, I thought I would be feeling a lot worse a lot longer. My tummy is still not playing ball, but I'm feeling a lot more energized and I'm a lot better than I thought I would, which is awesome. It's super awesome. But yeah, good morning guys. I hope you have an awesome day. So I'm back. Well, I've been home for 2 hours, but I'm super tired today, so I just cuddle up in the sofa and cuddle with Gizmo. I'm still cold, like it's a negative degree outside, and I had my winter jacket, but I only had my leggings because I was training, and that was my trainer leggings, and they're much thinner. Like my ordinary black ones actually have a pretty thick fabric, which means that they're pretty warm and I can wear them basically all the time. But the training ones are the thinner ones, like the patterned ones that I have. So yeah, it was a bit cold, and I'm still cold to the touch. My legs are still cold to the touch, so I haven't really warmed up enough. I did lay under a blanket with Gizmo, but now I need to do something. I need to just get going, do something at least. So I have put my unicorn onesie on, which is like basically a blanket with arms and legs, and a little bit of a hoodie that is a little bit in the way, but I kind of like to have it. And it's very cozy when you're really cold and you don't do anything, and you put your little hoodie on and you just cuddle down in the sofa and lay down. That's super awesome. So I came back from meeting with a dietitian. I did my qigong this morning. Sorry, I'm all over the place. And it was a little bit tougher this time, but I knew it would be after the weekend and not having had enough food in me and all of those things, and still not being 100%. Like my tummy is still hurting really bad, but I don't think it's something I need to worry about. I think it's going to go away. It's just going to take a time. If it is just the inflammation, an inflammation takes a couple of days to go away, and in case it consists being this painful, yeah, then my doctor's gonna have to follow up and we'll see. But right now I think it's okay. It's just a bit of pain, you know. I live with pain all day, so a little more or less, that doesn't matter. It actually does, but I don't worry about it because I just accept it, that this is how it is right now. Anyhow, I met with the dietitian and I found out a couple of things. One thing, I don't need enough fibers. And when we talk about fibers, we're not talking about like grains or anything, because those fibers are usually hard to digest and they can actually hurt your intestines if you have inflammations. However, She said that I should eat more carrots and broccoli and cauliflowers. And this is something I used to eat. Like, I had broccoli in my shakes every day, and for one reason or another I removed them, and I really should put them back because I don't eat enough fibers. And hopefully eating more fibers will be a good process for my tummy. I eat medications that makes my tummy really hard. It's part of the medication. So I need to be a little bit careful with what I eat. We did talk about eating fillers. You can eat pieces of, I don't know what it's called, but it's basically fibers that are nice to your tummy. And usually you can eat these to help your poo basically have a okay consistency, whether you have problems with diarrheas or the other one. You could eat this. However, I eat citadone, and citadone is morphine, or it's chemical morphine, but the way the body handles that, it would actually make it worse. So right now I am going to reintroduce more of the broccoli and carrots and stuff into my diet, because that is good food. I'm not allowed to just put in everything and then just start eating. I have to gradually insert it, because otherwise you will shock your system. But the idea is that I'm gonna eat like 1 to 2 deciliter of boiled vegetables a day. So I need to make room on my plate for veggies, because I need the fibers. So I'm getting enough proteins, I'm getting enough carbs, but I'm not getting enough fibers. So that was really good. I really feel happy when I meet someone and they're like, yeah, this, you can do this. Give me tools. I just want to be healthy. I just want to have tools. I want to be able to help myself. Like, many times you just need to eat this medication or that medication, but honestly, I don't want to put more chemicals into my body if I don't have to. And apparently my problem can be solved with carrots, cauliflower and broccoli. So that is what I'm going to do. So yeah, that's good, that's good. The tea I'm drinking, I wanted to show you, so I brought this in. This is the tea I'm drinking. It won't focus. I tried recording this before and then remembered that I forgot half of everything, and it was at 7 minutes. So I thought, well, we'll try to make it shorter. This is basically a herb tea. It has beets in them and then 2 kinds of cinnamon, and that's it. It's very simple in the ingredients. It's super good. It has a little bit of sweetness to it from the beet. It's from a Swedish band called Kung Markatta, and it is like fair trade, and it also has something called Krav, which is a Swedish label for products that are, I don't know the exact word for it in English. I think you usually use organic for it, but it's not that it's an organism organic, it's that it is kind of planted and everything without chemicals as much as possible. The lands that they are planted on are not treated with chemicals, and like, it's good food that doesn't get all the toxins. Now, they're always like, even though you have that mark and everything, it's hard, you can't really believe everything, because if you actually look into it, it's a little bit more wishy-washy. They don't look into it as well as they should when they grant the labels and everything. However, I always like this brand, and it seems to be a good one, and they actually seem to try to get good products. I used to drink a ginger drink that they did when I like a couple of years into being without alcohol. I don't drink. I haven't had alcohol for 8 years. We started to kind of look into getting more grown-up drinks that doesn't contain alcohol, which are very few of them, by the way. So very few of them. But then I found this ginger drink that was really good because it wasn't as strong as many others. A lot of the ginger drinks out there, like ginger ale and stuff, they're really strong. They have a very potent ginger, and ginger is part of the same kind of growth as horseradish, and I'm actually can't really handle horseradish. I get blisters and it burns, and yeah, it doesn't really work with me. So ginger has to be on the lower scale for me to be able to eat. I do think it's not so much an allergy, it's actually an intolerance. It's just like chili. Chili has different heats, and I'm just more sensitive to the heat in chili than other people are. So I get like blisters in my mouth if I eat too strong things, which usually places in the kind of lightly strong products if you go out and eat, and I still I get my blisters, and I'm like, that wasn't good. I can eat tacos at home because we have the mild version, and then we also have like creme fraiche and cheese together with it, because milk products actually help reduce the blistering and everything, because I really like strong food. I just can't eat it. My mouth can't handle it, and my tummy can't handle it. But with a little bit of milk and a little bit of cheese, we can reduce it a little bit, and I can still get some of those tastes. Yeah. But yeah, that was again a very long tangent, and my camera says to me that this clip is now almost 10 minutes long. I am going to pick out the bag out of my tea and start drinking that, and start editing continue editing day 23, and then I hope to get all of these videos out to you sooner or later. I have gotten the second video edited. I do feel how the energy is like draining out of me, and then I'm feeling like I'm kind of shrinking in the chair. I'm sagging in the chair, which isn't really good for my back. So I should really go and sit in the sofa where I have better back support. The difference is that in the sofa, how I'm sitting, I'm not putting the strength on my back, I'm putting it more on my legs, because I'm letting them kind of just hold me up, sort of. While when I sit in a chair, it's my back that needs to keep me straight. So I do feel that. I do feel exhausted, tired, and all of those, but I'm getting some progress, which I really feel I need. And it's not like it's tough work. Like, I hardly even look at the computer most of the time. I'm just listening to what I talk about, and whenever I hear something that either I don't want to have in the have in the video, or something I have to explain, like I try to explain the whole whole issue with my what's it called, my blood thinners, and like, I do have blood thinners. I'm not treated for it, and I'm like, yeah, but I do have blood thinners, but they're very light. It's the strength of an aspirin. It is thinning my blood, and because I am eating it to thin my blood, I need to always tell people that I do that. And very often, like when I get a cut, I need to put extra pressure on my cuts. When people draw my blood, I have to push pretty hard on the opening for it to kind of close itself. Most people, if you just hold for a second or two, it will close itself up. So it's like when you give blood, you usually don't have a gashing wound afterwards, because you put the thing on, and when they put the thing on, they will give you a little bit of an extra pressure, and that kind of short pressure usually closes it up. And then you have the plaster on more for keeping it clean, and just in case it breaks open again, or the yeah, whatever. But for me, I need to put pressure on it. Usually I just fold up, they do like fold together some paper when they put it on, so then I can fold up my arm and that will automatically put the pressure so that it closes down. So that is how I need to do it, because I have blood thinners, and that is why blood thinning is a dangerous thing for me. But I totally screwed that up when I was talking in the video, so I did add a little note on that in that video. But yeah, that happens sometimes, that I'm so into the story that I kind of miss to explain what I mean. And this was kind of there's medication that you take for these kind of blood issues that are pretty strong. My father was trying out one of them, and he got really sick on it, so they ended up giving him another one, while I tried I think I tried the one he got, that was the other one, and at the time it didn't really work with me. However, if I get a cloth and I need to go on stronger blood thinners, I'm gonna ask them to not go in the medication my father first tried, and try the other one that I didn't try, that I did try last time, but try it again, because I was on a whole bunch of other medications at that time, and it was very hard to know which symptoms came with which medication, honestly. Like, when you are like, okay, here you go, you got 10 new medications because we need to nip this disease in the butt, and it's like, 10 new medications? Are you real? And I ended up, like, 2 of them kind of made me sick instead of healing me. So yeah, meds are good, but not all the time, and you have to be vigilant and figure out which medicines are good for you and which are bad for you. Never, if you can, try not to eat medications that is worse than the symptoms. That's my thing. They want me to stay on one of the medications, but it making me sick, and I have a choice. Either I be on sick leave full time because of the medication, or I might get a lupus flare. That's basically it. And I rather try to live as good as I can and maybe get sick than being sick all the time. So yeah, my video stopped exporting, so I'm gonna import it, and yeah, I feel like I accomplished something today, and that is very needy for me, that I feel that I'm accomplishing something. So it helps me mentally a lot. Today, even though I'm exhausted, I have 2 doctor's appointments already, or the qigong and the doctor's appointment. It takes up energy. I still got a few things done. And the card, I am going to sit down and do some stitching and just relax until Christopher gets home after this, and then he and me is going to discuss what he wants on the card, because my brain is a little bit fuzzy today and we won't be able to send out the card today anyhow, so it's better that we can discuss kind of what does he think could be a cute little card. I have some ideas, because I wanted to make a card that the child would appreciate, which means it's gonna be strong colors, it's gonna be pink and blue and all of those. And I think I'm gonna make a shaker card. That's about how long I've come in the idea of what kind of card, because she's 2 years old and shaking something that sounds a little bit must be a lot of fun. I think so anyhow. So I thought I make something like that. I just don't know which of my stamps to use. So I'm gonna sit down and talk to Christopher a little bit when he gets home. And then I can make my card and let him study, and then I will not interrupt his studying. My phone is calling. Oh, by the way, a little thing for you who actually makes videos on a regular basis, or seem regular sometimes. If you want to have two channels, for example, and you want to kind of jump between them, I would recommend having multiple browsers, because that makes things so much easier. I have the Real Life of Me channel logged into one browser, and then I have my Craft a Bit channel logged into another browser, and then I always know that if I go to Firefox, I will be working with the Real Life of Me. If I watch videos through Firefox, that is through the Real Life of Me, and if I watch videos through Craft a Bit, that is for that. And I can honestly say that I do Craft a Bit only right now, watching videos, mostly because I have right now the YouTube Pro YouTube subscription there, which means that I don't get any commercials at all, which is super fun, because there is a few videos that I wouldn't have watched because of the commercials. So I don't think I have mid-rolls. I think I should have checked that. Oh, on the Real Life of Me, I don't have any monetization right now because I don't have enough subscribers and views. That's a whole other thing. But on Craft a Bit, I don't think I have mid-rolls. I just think I have like commercials. And the reason for that is because if I'm gonna put that much time into something with the limited economy that I have right now, I will want money for it. Actually, I would like to have money for it. So, but yeah, you can have different browsers for it. That was what I'm gonna say. Now I'm gonna upload another video. So, beep. I got the third video uploaded. The editing isn't that bad because I just listen to them and I don't really have to do that much, but it has made me a little bit exhausted. And then I sat down and I wrote notes for my doctor. It ended up being like 3 pages and I'm nowhere filling up everything, so that is an issue because I don't have that much time with him. However, we have a lot to go through, so we'll see. He probably can give me a second time that we can talk about like the medical issues a little bit more, but this time is very much for the benefits, because we need to get in the papers. Probably they will say no, but if we send in papers that are new, they shouldn't be able to say no directly. And if they do say no, I am going to call them up and say I want a replacement because she didn't even read through the papers. These are completely new papers. They have a lot of more information than the previous had, and that was an auto response, and I need a new person to take care of it, because like I want a new person to take care of it anyhow, but yeah, because this person did not do her job. That is clear. She didn't do her job at all. So yeah, we'll see how we're gonna do everything. I have some ideas, but hopefully I can get out the benefits then, and then I don't have to worry about it again. But until then, it's gonna be a little bit of a stress thing. Then Christopher got home and we decided dinner. We're gonna eat some fish and fries, and I have cooked a whole bunch of broccoli. I'm not supposed to eat all of them today. I'm gonna put some of them into a plastic container so that I can eat them tomorrow. I think before I go to him, I'm gonna check when I'm supposed to be at the doctor's, but I think it's after 12, so I think I'm gonna try to get them in me before that. But yeah, I've gotten stuff done today. I'm tired now, so I'm gonna sit down and cross stitch. Had a few things I wanted to do, but kind of ran out of energy, ran out of steam, so yeah, I did way too much today. I'm gonna pay for it. But on Thursday I'm off. No doctors, no physiotherapy, no nada. so I can just sleep in and take it easy. So hopefully that will help. So yeah. Well guys, it is time to go to bed. I have sat up not longer than I usually do, but yeah, I'm getting really tired, so I'm actually gonna head to bed, which feels really good, because I kind of every evening I count my stitches and I do a Instagram post, and I actually did it a little bit earlier today, so I had a little bit of time over to fiddle with some other things before heading into bed, and it felt really good, because I didn't sit up while Christopher got ready and then just headed to bed later. I just fixed everything beforehand. So yeah, I feel that it's been a very productive day. I'm most likely gonna be exhausted tomorrow, but it feels good to get something done. Now I only need to get healthy enough to actually be able to work properly, because I am looking forward to get back to work. Really looking forward to get back to work. I have some plans for tomorrow. I want to kind of organize the table a little bit more so that I can get in the gaming computer also. I'm not sure on how I'm gonna handle my Mac, but I really want them to be on the table at the same time. I can't really move my silhouette because that is Leia's sleepy place when I'm not running the silhouette, so I think I'm gonna figure something out. Maybe if I just gonna make sure that I can have all the cables connected at the one time, so that I only need to basically move in and out the computer itself. Maybe works better, because right now it feels cumbersome to pick out the keyboard and the mouse and the computer to game and then pick it away when I'm gonna do other things, and that makes me less wanting to do it. But I really want to go back into the game and give a little time to the game, because it is relaxing and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, it's been a good evening. I ate fish and fries and some broccoli, and so far my tummy haven't really argued, so 2 thumbs up for good holiday fun, and extra points if you know what that come from. But yeah, I'm gonna head to bed, and I'll see you tomorrow. So good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye. Of course, you have to have a little Leia kitty picture. She just woke up, that's why she looks a little bit grumpy. But yeah, by the way, kitty pictures are awesome to have as the kind of background image. If you haven't seen that, I had to do a little bit of fiddly on day 25 or the 25th, but if I just continue to show the kitties, then I always have a background image for the thumbnail. You know how kitties say, you know? Yeah. Well, good night anyhow.